Hey everybody, it's Elizabeth and welcome back to the channel. Behind on some videos, so I thought that today I would bring you guys an update of what the cottage garden looks like now once winter has hit. So you all know winter is officially a couple of weeks away on the calendar, but we've had multiple frosts, things have died, so the garden winter is upon us. So really quickly, I thought I would just take you around, show you that some of the things that I'm surprised are actually still alive, and just give you a quick look. So we're in the cottage garden, and this is what I'm most surprised about. This is sage, still alive, rosemary, and that, I don't remember what that is. I'm thinking that's a basil. Yeah, that's a basil. So I'm really surprised that it's still alive, because that purple basil is dead. Maybe this is the basil. I wonder what this is. That's not basil, but I don't know what it is. Anyways, look at these tomatoes. So sad. I was going to do a video soon and just clean up all this with you guys. I may do that in the next video because I don't have time this week. Here is that fire maple. We've still not got it in the ground yet. Look at that tree, almost done losing its leaves. And again, you can see all these leaves here. Again, we've cleaned this out like 4 times, I believe. And then over here, we've got my ferns are dying. I did not bring them in this year. They don't really super thrive for me, so don't waste my time with that anymore. These are peppers have all died back. That's that one pepper I left. Here's our asparagus. Oh my gosh, look at this, uprooted. My cats have been in here messing with stuff, so I'll have to fix that. This was our bed that was all tomatoes. All died back. Same here. Now on this trellis, I do have this, which is it's not an evergreen vine, but it's a perennial vine. So when I go to take these tomatoes down, I have to be really careful about this guy. It's a hummingbird vine, because it will stay. Nothing alive in here still. Let's see. So, oh, there's Ozzy. So a lot of these have died back over here. This rose is still green. I'm not sure what's up with these greenhouses here, because the things that did germinate have not grown hardly at all. The ones that have grown have just stayed about 1 inch tall. That's why I started some other seeds in the actual greenhouse. So there's just nothing going on in here, which is a bummer. Over here, this is what hollyhocks look like in the wintertime. They will stay green like this all year long, which is nice to have that greenery. Can't wait to see how big these get next year. These are the babies that popped up this year. This plant here is 3 or 4 years old now. That one's 2, and these are brand new. Just babies. You can see our woods back there is really thinning out. You usually can't even see back there because it's just a wall of green. And this is where we hope to add some evergreens throughout the years, because we do have this old fence that was here that has been left up, and it has honeysuckle all over it, and it stays green. I think even through winter for a long time. Of course, it's not flowering or anything, but anyways, so all of this, we don't like that when it comes this time of year. We can see this neighbor's house, that neighbor's house, so we would just love to have a wall of evergreens. You see our berry bed out there, leaves all over it, need to clean it up. And we do have this tree here, which is a, oh, I thought I saw a deer out there. This one is a Chinese pistachio. It's an ornamental tree. And then this is a mimosa tree. It's very slow growing. We probably don't get enough water because they love water. So we're thinking about putting that fire maple here. Because this is the old chicken coop. We converted it into a playhouse. And so we're thinking about right there kind of in the middle, so it can kind of like grow up and it'll have room in front of this big oak, this huge gorgeous oak tree. Because we have this oak over here. It's a post oak that popped up a few years ago and we left it. Look, there's Opie. Opie, they're running. Anyway, so that's kind of our plan. We've got, that'll eventually be bigger. Maybe put the maple here, just right in the middle so it's easy for my husband to mow around. What we're thinking. The morning glories on here died back. Let's see what's going on in here. Not been in here in a few days. I don't feel like I'm watering the new seedlings well enough. Okay, so the temperature says it's 57. Heater is on, so they'll probably be fine. This is concerning. These citrus trees do this when I bring them in the house, so I really thought they'd do better being out here. They've never actually fruited. They put on all these little green things, and they've not changed. This is chocolate mint, and I just love the way it smells, so I wanted to keep it in here. See, these two citrus trees are also, the leaves are curling. I'm probably just not watering them enough, honestly. I'm surprised this lilac is doing well. It's putting on some new growth and little buds, which is cool. This is the most exciting development, is that this tomato finally started growing. Even it looks sad. I need to bring some water in here. There are cucumbers. Look how droopy that is. Maybe that's from, yeah, that's really dry in there. This is the other little tomato finally started. Last time I showed you guys in here, we had a lot of gnats, so I put these little sticky things, because I forgot I had them. And that's working really well, so that's great. This is that last tray we started. I figured because it was in the greenhouse, I wouldn't need to cover it. Usually I will cover my seed trays with either a lid or saran wrap to keep the moisture in. Didn't do that because we were in the greenhouse, but that obviously was a bad call because nothing has germinated, and I think it's been like 2 weeks. I'll probably have to redo this, but I just need to get better about watering them. So in my defense with the watering issues, it's no longer that time of year where I'm out in the cottage garden every day or every other day to water or do maintenance. So it's kind of been like just in the back of my mind. But I did set up calendar reminders for myself to water things outside like 3 or 4 days a week, and that's primarily for my container stuff because they need it. Everything else is in the ground and been established and everything is probably fine. And I figured that when I did that, I would also kind of come out here and do stuff, but I tend to forget one or the other. When I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go water, I may like water stuff outside, refill my bird baths for the birds and the cats because the cats drink out of their bird baths. I either do that and forget the greenhouse, or I do the greenhouse and forget that. And so I'm just trying to get in a good groove here. I'll mention too, like while you're here, that the grow tower, I started that series. I did one video in the series, set up the grow tower in our dining room for winter salad greens, and like almost nothing germinated. I went to film an update video and I like just, it wasn't even worth a video. So I don't know if I'm going to return it, or if the little foamy thing that you put the seeds in, if that was the problem and I should just try a different medium. But for now, when I was trying to get ready for Thanksgiving a few weeks ago and was getting, you know, cleaning up the dining room, getting ready for having a lot of company over, I actually just put it on our back deck to just get it out of the way because it's huge. Huge enough to just be in the way when you've got 15 people in a dining room. And I left it out there, and we've had numerous frosts and everything, so I'm not sure if that would have ruined the equipment. We were having an unusually cold December, which is wild for us because here in Northeast Arkansas, zone 7, we have mild winters, which means we don't get snow or ice until January and February. When we do, it's like brief, couple of days a month, maybe. We might get like a foot or two of snow once a winter, and maybe like a few inches a couple of times. Like that's the extreme for us. However, right now it's between Thanksgiving and Christmas. It's already been below freezing multiple times. They're calling for snow on December 9th, which is so weird for us. And it's just odd. Very, very cold. I don't know if it's just like a real cold front, or, I mean, I guess it is just a cold front, but anyways, so I think my husband unhooked our sprinkler, our water hose. Anyway, so I'm going to go get some water. I need to water these things. I guess I just need to pull out the hose and do everything. I'm not prepared for this. I just literally ran outside to get a roast out of the freezer in the building because I'm going to make that tomorrow. I need to thaw it out. And I'm in like work dress clothes and then like house shoes. So not the type of shoes to be walking around watering stuff. But anyways, I think the heater is doing well. I wanted to mention that. It's only 57 in here now. What I turn it up to? It's at 69 and it's on. So I think the stuff that looks sad is due to water. So that's totally my fault. Don't even remember when I watered out here last. So definitely going to try and get better about that. And then I think what we'll do, because I have to hurry and wrap this up before I have a meeting, I think what I'm going to do is I'll do a video. Next week's video will be on cleaning up the cottage garden. Because the look of dead plants is so depressing to me. I'm a very visual person. So I like the beds to like be put to bed. So like any of the leaves that fell in the raised beds, I'll leave to cover the soil, but I pull out all the plants. And those herbs that are left, I don't know if I'll get around to it, but I was really thinking that since they survived, I should pull them out of the raised beds and transplant them in the landscape somewhere. Because any kind of herb or plant that stays green after frost, I want to keep. I want to keep it around where I can see it all the time. And so I think it would be great if that was just moved somewhere else. And then the bed is just like all annuals, because I've actually had numerous herbs perennialize for me. One of them is sage, what is it, stevia. I finally pulled it out the 3rd year because I just never did anything with it and it gets really big. But it perennialized in zone 7. I think lavender is supposed to do that, but I've never had it do that, so I'm surprised that it's still alive now. But anyways, any kind of perennial herb like that, I love to just have in my landscape beds to just be green filler throughout the year and then still have some green interest this time of year when things die back. In fact, before I water and wrap up this video, I'll show you how the landscape beds are looking now. Because I'm always surprised that, oh, hey kitty, that some things die out and the things that don't. And a lot of the stuff has been in this bed forever, so I don't know why it surprises me, but it does. But anyways, let me show you. Okay. So, it's nice, a lot of stuff going on. This monkey grass always stays green, which is why I love it, and I have it in multiple places. This is a little evergreen. These boxwoods. This is a, I can't remember now what that is. I always forget. I thought it was a lilac. I thought it was, maybe it is a forsythia. Anyways, I think it is a forsythia. It's a weird shape, and I don't love it. It's supposed to be like a small tree or a medium shrub. But anyways, hey buddy. Fat cat. So roses obviously are doing fine. I have 2 perennial herbs in here that come back. They don't stay green. This one still is. I think it's a thyme. I don't know if you can even see that. It's right there. Yeah, I don't know what that one is. Got our Christmas stuff up, which we mostly just do inflatables because lights are annoying. I still got to cut this tree back. I need to cut it down below the window. We've just not got around to it. Look at that evergreen's just thriving. This is another one of my perennial herbs. We've got this. This is lemon balm that volunteered. This is lemon balm I put here for greenery. Another rose. This is a butterfly bush. It will die back completely. I'm surprised it still has any green on it actually. And then again, boxwood, monkey grass. This is zinnias that died. I may save some seeds from these. We'll see. And then when you get over here to the new bed, this is the zebra grass. I'm leaving it because it's so tall and beautiful and a great winter interest. So I love that. So like late spring next year, I'll chop it down to the ground. But one of our evergreens there. Love this blue atlas one. And that short little, this is the same thing as this zebra grass. I don't know why it's so small. Anyways, love this evergreen. Doing good. Japanese maple. Is that what that's called? Japanese maple? I think so, yeah. It's finally green. It's got all this, these are green herbs down here that stay green all winter. I did get the fruit trees covered. I don't know how much it's going to help. The peach would have been fine. It's rated for this zone, but I wanted to go ahead and do it. It's its first year, so just try and help it out. It did drop a lot of leaves. This is the avocado, which is, I thought was rated for zone 7, but it's actually not. So I did not want to dig it up, so I covered it, and we will see how that goes. I may lose it, but I was like, well, whatever. So over here, this is a wild rose. Got a prickly pear cactus in there. It's kind of tucked in with leaves. This is a, I can't think of what that's called. This is doing really well. I can't wait to mulch over here. It'll look better. This time of year, a lot of stuff gets ugly. These are our 2 other fruit trees. They've struggled ever since we put them in this year, so I'm not really sure how well they'll do. Then we come over here. We've got, this is a little evergreen shrub. This is a rose that's doing good. They're still holding on. Little evergreen and a rose. And then do have some of this is just like weeds, but this is a little flower, so that stuff's doing okay. This is a tropical hibiscus, always dies back this time of year. So I'll show you the banana trees and then we'll wrap up this video. This is what they look like. Look at that. So sad. Look, the arms finally fell down. They've had so much frost. They're like, oh, depressing. I never dug up the babies. I don't know if I still could. It doesn't look like there's any green in there. But I'm confident they'll come back next year. I'm just not sure how much I need to cut back. We're probably going to have to come in here with a chainsaw because these trunks are thick. So, anyways, that's what that looks like. There's that grow tower. So anyways, just wanted to give you a look at all that. It's a lot of sad, dead, depressing things, but it will get better because once we go through, clean stuff up, probably add a little more mulch. Oh, look at our cute new pink nutcracker. Keeps falling over. It'll look better. Oh, this is one thing I was surprised by. This is super petunias in this container. It's not flowered for a while. I usually pull out whatever is in here and put in some fake poinsettias just for color all winter, and I've not done it yet because these have not died yet, so I'm so surprised. We got these little yard things. We got these from Temu, and then my fall mums, I moved them over here because I got these little Christmas poinsettias and they died. I was like, well, that sucks. So I don't know if I'll put some fake ones or something in that, because these little things are cute. They look like Santa's belly, like if you turn them. Look at that. Got those at Walmart. Those are so cute. So I'll have to put something else in there. Little boys are playing. Whew. Anyways, so stoked about that. It's pretty cool. These are little mini roses. They're still alive. This is lantana. This is an annual. I'll have to pull it out. And these are Mexican petunias. They're supposed to be annuals, but they perennialized for me. They've been here for 4 years. And you can see our holly bushes putting on all their little berries. And this is sadly the nut tree we're going to have to cut down because it's way too close to the house. It's a multi-trunk. Anyways, I think that's about it. That's a pretty good update. So I will catch you guys next week, and hopefully we'll work on cleaning all this up together.